working the angles, working the angles. Hey yo, where we at? We in the fire sign now, y'all. Fire sign in that Aries. It's all about initiating new things, right? Yeah. Well, this thing ain't so new, but that was funny. I cracked myself up. Anyway, yo, the topic I'm gonna kick. I gotta catch up. I gotta post old material, type of material on this new channel, man. Google fucked my password up, so I gotta do the stuff on this channel right now. But me, I talk about mysticism, I talk about astrology, well, I talk about signs and shit, talk about numbers and shit. And hold on, let me close the door so it won't be no interruptions. Let me put you in Miss Aloe. Miss Aloe Vera. Hold on, y'all. No interruptions while I'm busting this discussion. All right, so I'm gonna leave you in the plant. Let me turn you on. So let me do it like that. Yeah, yeah, that's weird. So look, we're gonna talk about the signs real quick. We're gonna talk about the type of people. Now we're gonna talk about Aries. All right, Aries people are real aggressive. They're not afraid to beef with your ass. They're not afraid to charge at you. They want to be in control. They like to be in control of things. They live not in a fantasy per se, but they live in the creation of their outer experience is how they see in their mind, their inner mind, what they put out. It's like they in some other shit. You ever looked at Aries? It's like they are in some, they're how can I say this shit? Uh it's like their existence is within the creation that they live in within their mind. I think I nailed it on that one. All right. So Aries, then you got number two, and that's Taurus. Now Taurus, we got the moon in Taurus right now. So that's everybody is thinking practically. The moon sign. The moon is how your sense of security, how you think. So everybody is like thinking practically, and thinking about things security, not security like not necessarily a guard and putting a guard up, but security in sense of what does it take to be able to be sustained, money, finances, things like that. How to build your nut. Was that what they call it? You know what I'm saying? Your financial cachet. Yeah, all right. So that's the Taurus. Talk about them. They're grounded. Most time, sometimes it'd be a little short person. You know what I'm saying? Little bull looking little person, and they are they are practical in their movements. Now, see, and when I say movements, I mean practical in how they live their life, as far as they're grounded, they're working, they're earning an income, they're doing things that set up a sense, set up a they're doing things that set up a foundation and sustainability of the being in the third dimension, being on Earth, because they're Earth element, right? So that's the Taurus. They are able to be they are able to be short tempered, because and the things that trigger their temper would be going outside of what's practical, as to getting things accomplished. Like if you're having a brainstorming session and somebody is speaking off of their feelings and just getting all, outside of the facts and figures, that could fuck up a Taurus. That make a Taurus, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying. All right. Then number three. Hold on 1 second, yo. All right. So number three is the practical communicator, Gemini. Now, Gemini is air, is the air element, but it's moving. The Gemini doesn't like to be bothered with things that aren't about communicating, that aren't about figuring out a new system. Gemini's they're good. They're good at researching. Geminis are good researchers. They're also good at researching in order to establish a um, to establish a um, a new way to earn income, or a new way to imply or employ methods to operate in order to acquire things, money, friends, women, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? The Gemini also is very flirtatious. Flirtatious, not very flirtatious like an Aquarius, but check it out. It's like they are able to the range of sexual partners for Gemini. Geminis like to have multiple sexual partners. Okay. They also, the reason why is because Geminis aren't very good at relationships. They can be and they can be they can have fun in a relationship, and they can create dynamics in a relationship which makes enjoyable experiences. But in order to be a long term, based off like the essence of what am I trying to say here? Gemini is a drop friend, will drop people. You understand? Because they don't want to deal with bullshit. Say if somebody's going through something and it ain't what Gemini's, what's on their page right at that moment, they'll drop them. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll go on to the next friend or partner, to experience that experience they want to feel. That's moving air, baby. She's just like, it's moving, so it don't want to be stuck in the same shit. All right. So we're going ahead and go to the next one so we won't be stuck in the same shit. And we'll talk about Cancer. Now, see, Cancers are water signs, and they are all about home security. And right now with the nodes, with the nodes, the north south node, I think it's north node, it's Cancer. It's like they think about security and like I want to say justice in a sense, but vindication or something like that. But cancers are like they're like this. They're like the home security guard. They're good at being caring. They're caring, but they're also very they also can they sense on vibrations. Cancers get an essence of the feeling. How they learn and receive is based off the feeling of something. It's like what's the vibe? What's the vibe? And see, they process that shit as they're receiving the vibe from an external source and formulate their opinion. Put it into their bank. Well, they do it as like new. It's like a new experience, and they you could see them processing it as they receive it, and then you could see whether it's something they dig, or something that they don't want to be, or something that kind of throws them. You can see with their facial expression based off the vibe of something. The vibe, when I say the vibe, it's the energy that something is giving off, not necessarily the words, not necessarily the action, the direct action, but it's the energy of the entity that's in front of them. Create so it's just how they receive their information. They're close, either they have issues with their mother, or they're close to their mother. But the Cancer is all about like mama and stuff like that. And depending on what house you got Cancer in, it affects how you interact with, say, if you got Cancer in the 11th house, it's like the world, the everybody, 11th house is everybody else's children, people. You understand? It's like you either seek a maternal vibe from others, or you are more like a mother or a caring figure to others. Understand? So let's go on to the next sign. Getting a little hot in here. That's gonna be Leo. Now Leos, always say I kind of feel for them because they communicate from their heart, and they're like their passion, and it's directly out their mouth, and it's their energy. Like the Leos, an example I spit with Leos is like, if they're doing something for somebody else, if they see like a person that's less fortunate, they put their all into, if they want to help, they put everything, their energy, and they get all involved in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's what they're doing. It's they got it. They want to help you. They want to put their all, and then they talk about it. It's their feeling. It's everything. But they don't necessarily know how to disconnect their emotional self from a mission that's that's a heartfelt mission. If that makes any sense. It's like you're helping somebody that's less fortunate, but it's like you're relating there. The Leo is relating all their personal experiences with it, and how they're relating to that thing that they're trying to help. And it's real crazy dynamic. But Leos also like to be, they're if you're in a setting of people, the Leos are the one that's having to shooting the bobo. When I say shooting the bobo, that's just kicking the conversation that's just combo. It might not necessarily be about something that's world changing or not, but it's the ones who have held the room as far as their communication, or being, they have to be looked at when they have to be looked at. It's like the lion, you're sticking your chest out and you want him. The lion's got to make some noise. The lion just not there silent. The lion is talking about something, whether it's making jokes, cracking jokes. Say if the Leo is the barber. Say if we at the barber shop or something, the Leo is the one that's telling the story about something, and trying and getting the laugh, and speaking on just basically what comes to their mind based off the dynamic of what's in the room. Person, maybe. Okay. Leos also, they like to look nice. They like to dress nice. They like to do things in a regal sense. Like if they smoke a blunt, it's a backwood, or it's a natural. It's a natural leaf. It has to do with their belief and their persona. You know what I'm saying? I might have just messed up calling out a blunt, maybe because I want to smoke right now and I can't. But anyway, forget that. I'm talking. We're gonna go ahead and go to number 6, and that's Virgo. And I'm gonna make this a part of video because I see it's at 14 minutes. So I'm gonna come back with the other ones. But Virgo is a pre-established systems. Virgos are they are very OCD, as far as how they do certain things. They're not very compromising in their established way of how they move about. Whether it's like clean, say it's like cleaning, they got a particular way to clean. And if you're trying to say you're having spring cleaning, right? The Virgo wants to do it this way. The Virgo's doing it this way, and it wants you, hey, no, we're going to start with the kitchen first, and maybe you should do. That's the Virgo. The Virgo is kind of bossy when it comes to what's the way we're going to do this systematically do this thing to accomplish a goal, whether it's cleaning, a business plan, if it's something that's a systematic type of thing in order to achieve a goal. A Virgo likes pre-established systems. They like to do things a certain way. They also what else about Virgo? They're the earth, and they can be dry in how they communicate with people. They can cut you with words sometimes. And sometimes they don't care about the way other people feel about something, because it's all about how they do something, how they do it. Virgos they can be very blunt, or very, even not necessarily blunt, but Virgos can be let's see, just not giving a fuck about your feelings, just saying it how it comes to their mind, because in their mind it's about how they do it, the way they do it. Okay, so well, we got Libra next, right? I said it's gonna be a part of the video. I'm kind of getting tired, but Libra is the one that's in the middle. They do things balancing out. They do things in according to a balance. Libras tend to get in the middle of people's business. They also can uphold both sides, and that ain't necessarily good all the time. Libras, if a Libra is your friend and you beefing with another friend, they with you right now. Say that you talking to them, and they'll be like, oh, you be like, well, you talking to the Libra, and you be thinking like the Libra gets you, like they understand why you feel a certain way about the beef that you got, and then all of a sudden you'll find out the next day that the Libra was kicking it with the one you was beefing with, and now they kind of see they own like they side, and you giving up shit about you, or it's like they play in the field, they in the middle of the fence, and their sign is, their element is air, and the way they analyze shit is by putting them by it's thinking, it's like the way they analyze, they'll put themselves inside something to see what it is. And that's not really a good gist. I'm kind of getting fatigued on this explanation, and I'm not gonna let my definitions falter because of being fatigued. But just know that like the Libras, they'll uphold both sides, and they're mechanical. They also they're pretty good at they can lie good, or they are not necessarily good, but they will do it. They will lie because they try to get a gist of something by seeing what they relate to. It's hard to explain it. But anyway, I'm stopping at Libra. That's number 7. Next up, we're gonna have what's left. We got Scorpio, we got we got Sagittarius, we got Capricorn, have to do, and we got Aquarius, and we got Pisces. So I'm just gonna kick this with the first half, 1 through 7. Well, first 1 through 7, and y'all just wait for the next video coming up later. I'm Mr. Mike. Peace.